Echo Church wasn't something that just came up, but it was something that we feel was birthed in us when we weren't even looking for anything to be birthed.
2013, Easter Sunday, while my eyes were closed, my hands were raised, I had this vision, but I saw Andy on a stage next to a podium holding a microphone, and behind him there was a banner that was really big and it said Echo Church. And in my heart, I just whispered, God, what does that mean? What is that? And he said, that's your church. I'm ready.
What are you thinking?
We're ready.
What emotion describes you?
Going public. It's just kind of what God has solidified in our hearts. So I feel great.
God has given us this crazy dream that we cannot ignore. This September, we are planting a church. We cannot believe it. We have burned our ships, taken our parachutes off, and we are all in.
Hey guys, we're the Casses.
And we're starting a church here in Rochester, Minnesota, and we want to invite you to come check out what we want to accomplish starting September 15th.
We were ready for a different kind of church. We were ready for a different kind of community, and we really felt like Andy and Christy were going to be the leaders of that part.
Echo found us. We stumbled upon a post on social media talking about how Christy and Andy Cass are starting a church here in Rochester. Echo hasn't even started and it's home.
We found a family, and that's what we love.
We're going to be an effective, a relatable, and loving church in Rochester. Everything we do, our actions, what we create, is to reflect back what Jesus has done in our life. We're to invite and to include Jesus with your head, your heart, and your hands. I also believe that we're supposed to include Jesus with everyone.
We actually started the church on September 15th, 2019, and we spent about 10 and a half to 11 months in the church planting pre-launch season.
There was this significant moment in our living room with just a few people. Mm-hmm. And now about 6 years later, going wow, are we gonna do this? Mm-hmm. It kind of feels like another really big step of faith.
When you have ideas and you see them come to fruition, and then you're on the other side of it, it just it encourages me personally to go after it again. Why not? What if we fail, we fail. What have we got to lose? And then when I just see us all linking arms, we're doing this, and the mission just continues to grow. Beyond even just our little city. It's just how can we reach people? How can we impact people?
At Echo, we've been primarily a portable church for the last 5 years, which I think a lot of people would have maybe some hesitancy to go experience. But I think what we've been able to do with the amazing leadership around us is make it a home. We've always said this, we've always been people strong. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of portable church. Be able just to create a space, no matter if we're in a school or a community center or in a studio, whatever it is, that welcomes people in, but also encourages an experience with God.
We've grown where people have been freed from addiction. People have been restored their marriages, or they're raising their kids in a Christ-centered home and they weren't 5 years ago. And even just activating people to use their gifts. We have an eternal purpose. I have kingdom gifts that I didn't even know I had. And so now, when you learn about that you can bring that to the table, you can bring that to your church community, it changes everything.
I mean, Echo would not be what it is without the amazing people that we get to do ministry with. And so we are just so thankful for the army that has raised their hands and said, me too. I want to be involved. I want to be a part of whatever is happening here. And I don't know where we'd be without them.
The number one reoccurring question I've been getting is, where are we going? What's the plan? Every single week, people will pull me aside or, do we know what's happening yet? And I laugh. It's not necessarily about the physical place of where we're going. That's exciting. But what we see happening in the next season of Echo is where we can do ministry 7 days a week easily, where we can have people have access to a space where we can open the doors. People can come here and they can use the space, but we can open the doors to every single person. And what that provides is our heart. If I were to say a theme for me in the past year has been discipleship. We want to disciple people. We want opportunities for people to gather in smaller groups, and whether they're taking a Bible study or they're coming together to pray or they're going to serve, that's the things that I am focusing on in this next season that I really feel that God is propelling us into.
There have been so many people so diligent to come alongside us in the portable church, and what I look forward to is stepping into a permanent space where this can be truly our place, and we can create this really conducive environment that is safe, clean, fun, but super effective. And that's what I'm excited about right now, is to move into a building, and it's not just for us, it's for our kids and our kids' kids. And I mean, I couldn't be more excited about it.
I don't know about you, but I am ready to tell everyone what building we're buying.
I was ready a long time ago, so let's go.
Today's the day.
Yeah, no more portable church.
No more set up and tear down.
Yeah, it's time to move on, to plant some roots in this ground.
What building are we purchasing, Andy Cass?
We're gonna buy the Cinemagic Theater.
We would not be here without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity, for believing in us, for believing in this dream.
Honestly, cannot believe it, and my heart is just full and excited for what God's gonna do.
We're just getting started.